Yo, what up guys? Today I'm going to show you exactly how I've been consistently creating viral Instagram content that's been exploding my growth and engagement. Look, in the past couple of months, for some reason, I was just struggling with my Instagram content. I would spend hours creating posts that would get decent engagement, but nothing really spectacular. Then I discovered this AI tool in around January of 2025 that completely changed the game for me. And I'm not even saying this to just sound cool, it actually changed my entire content creation strategy. In the past month alone, I've had reels hitting 60,000 views, posts getting 5,000 likes, and comment sections absolutely blowing up. And the best part and the craziest part is that I'm spending way less time creating this content than I was before. So I'm spending less time creating content and I'm getting better results. That's absolutely insane. So if you're tired of putting in hours of work for mediocre results on Instagram, this video is going to be an absolute game changer for you. I'm going to walk you through my exact process step by step so you can just replicate these results for yourself. Now, before we dive in, let me show you some real recent examples of what I'm talking about. So this reel right here got over 70,000 views and more than 2,000 comments, all of which were people commenting to receive my freebie, so that got them all to my email list, which is, as you know, the most valuable asset to sell digital products. This carousel post hit 5,000 likes when my average used to be around 2,000. And this one here brought hundreds of people to my email list from a single post. The reason why I'm showing you this is not to flex or anything, it's just because I want you to understand that what I'm about to show you right now is actually working, right? This is not theory because this is an actual proven system that's delivering real results. I'm not going to share with you, like some fluff advice that you see everywhere on YouTube, people saying like you should post at the best time because like I guess you know that you should post at the best time. So yeah, this is not some random advice, some fluff advice. Like this is actually some, actually game-changing strategy that you can implement yourself today to get more results on your Instagram account. Let's get into it. So the tool I've been using is called Poppy AI. Now, unlike ChatGPT or other general AI tools, Poppy is specifically designed for content creators, right? It doesn't just generate random content that sounds like AI. It helps you create content that's engineered to perform well on social platforms. So here's what we're going to cover today. First, I'll show you how to train Poppy to understand your unique voice and your unique content style. Then I will reveal how to analyze viral content in your niche to identify winning patterns. Then I will walk you through creating different types of viral Instagram content. And finally, I'll share some advanced strategies and tips that took my engagement to another level. All right, so the first step here is to go and get Poppy.ai and create an account. Now I have a coupon code called Marwan, which takes $25 off, so feel free to use it if you want to save money. Now, I am not going to be begging you to buy it and spend the next 5 minutes explaining why it's so much better than all the other AI tools out there and why you should buy it, because honestly, I'm just going to let this video do the talking for me, all right? Because this AI tool is actually insane. So just watch this video until the end and you will understand by yourself why this is a game changer and why this is the best AI tool you will ever try, all right? All right, so once you bought Poppy, this AI tool should look like this, right? So it's a very clean interface. And now the next step is to just click on this big purple button called New Board. So you just click on it, and then it's going to create a whole new blank board, completely empty. And this is where magic will happen, right? So as you can see, entirely blank, empty. You got this sidebar on the left, which I'll explain to you guys later what this is about. And the first step here is to pretty much train the AI and train Poppy to understand your unique voice and your unique content style. Because if you don't train the AI to learn exactly how you speak and how you talk, the outputs will not be good, whatever you do, right? Like whatever the prompt is, it will just sound like a AI generated text, which obviously you do not want. So the first step here is just to feed Poppy all of your content so that it learns exactly how you speak. So let's do it. So you just grab, for example, 3 of my best performing reels so that I could just paste them into Poppy. So for this, it's very simple. Just go on your profile on Instagram and then just copy the links of all your best performing reels. This one was pretty nice. So just copy link address here, and then I'll just go on Poppy, and then I hit Command plus V to paste it, or Control V if you're in Windows, right? And now it's going to just paste the Instagram reel on Poppy. Now, it's not just pasting the reel onto Poppy and doing nothing else. What it's doing right now in the background is that it's transcribing the video and understanding every single word I'm saying. So in the backend, when you paste the content on Poppy, it analyzes everything about the video you just pasted. So in my case right now, it's analyzing what I said in the video, how I talk, how I speak, the visuals of the video, because I can also see a video and like what's going on in the video. So that's amazing as well. And so now as you can see, the reel is ready to go. So I'm just going to do this 2 more times for 2 other reels. So for example, this one is great. Copy link address, then paste into Poppy. And then another one, for example, like this one, just copy link address and then paste it into Poppy as well. So now I have 3 Instagram reels of mine, and let me just take some of my own YouTube videos as well, because long form content is also great to have. I can just go here and then copy this one, for example, which I posted yesterday. Then I can just paste it on Poppy. This one is nice. There you go. Paste it. And this one is also nice. There you go, and paste it. So that's perfect. Now I have 3 short form videos, so 3 reels, and 3 long form videos, 3 YouTube videos, right? So that is perfect. Now, if you never posted content before on social media, that is fine as well.
You can still take some of your own, for example, text that you wrote. So whether it's an essay or an email or even like any text that you wrote, right? Because the goal here is to make the AI and train the AI to learn exactly how you speak and how you talk so that all the outputs will be with your style. Right. So that's the goal here. Right. So even if you never posted content before, you can still take some of your own text that you wrote, whatever it is, as long as you're the one who wrote it. Right. So for example, if you have emails or if you have like an essay that you wrote, uh, the process is not going to be the same. You're just going to go here and click on text, and then it's going to pop up this like little white label here, and you can just double click and then paste it. I mean, paste whatever text that you just copied, right? So for example, if you wrote an essay and you want to give it to Poppy, you just copy the content of the essay and just paste it right here. In my case, I already have content posted before, so I can just use my content. That's even better. So now that you have all your content pasted in Poppy AI, you can just click the G key on your keyboard. So just click G and it's going to create a group. Now, the goal of this group is to organize your board so that it doesn't look like a mess and it's easier to refer to. So in that case, I already have a group right here. So all I can do is just take each video and take it and put it onto the group. So let me just make this even bigger, and then I can just put every single video inside that group, right? Same for the YouTube videos. There you go. And same for the last one. There you go. So now this is my group, and this group contains all of my contents that Poppy analyzed and knows how I talk now. So for even better performance and even better outputs, you can just rename the group and call it, for example, like my content. Now, the next step here is to connect all that content to an AI chat, right? Because you want to talk to the AI. So obviously, if you don't connect this to an AI chat, it's not going to see it. So for this, very simple as well. Just click on the key C on the keyboard. So just press C, and it's going to open up this little chat pop up right here. And all you have to do here is just press this little purple button here and then drag it to the other purple button of the AI chats. And now it knows about all of these videos. Like it's connected, right? So that's how you do it. So now that it's connected, you can just pass the chats, for example, something like based on my content, yeah, analyze my speaker style, tone of voice, and content approach. And now it's going to pretty much analyze down to the smallest details each of these videos you gave it in the group. And as you can see, it's just pretty much analyzing everything. So yeah, my speaking style, how I speak, my tone of voice and my content approach, like how I create content, like with what I had in mind. So that is perfect. Anyways, now for the second step, and this is where the real magic happens, we're going to analyze viral content in my niche to identify the patterns that make posts perform well. So I'm going to search Instagram for creators in my niche who consistently get high engagements, great views, and great likes. So I'm not going to walk you guys through the process of like finding and, trying on Instagram and searching for like people who have great numbers of likes and, high followers in my niche, because it's pretty straightforward. If your niche is, for example, fitness, just go Instagram, search bar, type fitness, and then just check who has, like great amount of likes and high amount of followers. And yeah, that's the same for any niche. So I don't think there's need to walk you guys through this process. In my case, for example, let's say I create content about self-improvement and making money online and growing an audience, right? In my case, I have 3 creators who have high amount of followers, high amount of likes, and just gets great engagement in general. So I'm sure you guys all know them. There's Danko, there's Alex Ramosi, and there's Matt Gray, right? So these are 3 people I found in my niche that creates high quality content and have high number of followers in the niche I want to create content about. Well, all you got to do here is just scroll down and search for the reels with the highest amount of views. For example, this one got 1.1 million, this one got 2 million, and this one got 1.2 million, 1.3 million. So just look for outliers, right? Content that just performed better than the rest. Now, this is a very manual task. I know that not everyone has the time to do it. So there is a Chrome extension. I mean, there used to be a Chrome extension called Store Feeds, but it just doesn't work for some reason. Actually, it's this one, and I just tried it out, but it just doesn't work anymore for some reason. I don't know why. But there is one that works, but it's not free like this one was. It's, I think, $4 per month, which is like literally just dirt cheap. And it's called Viralytics, and it's amazing, really. So it just makes everything so much easier when it comes to sorting people's content and check out which content has the most amount of likes and views. So in my case, for example, if I do Alex Hormozy, I can just click on the extension, click on separate here for the reels, so that I can just analyze the reels tab. And then all I gotta do is just click on scan profile, and then click on show me post from the last, for example, let's do 100 days. and then click continue. And so now it's analyzing all the posts from the last 100 days and it's going to sort them all by number of likes or views or whatever I want, right? All right, so now it analyzed all the posts from the last 100 days, which is amazing. And as you can see, there was 210 reels. And so now all you got to do here is just click on sort by, and I do, for example, views. And so now it just gives me all his posts from the last 100 days with the most amount of views. For example, this one was posted on March 21st, which was like 2 weeks ago, and it got 4 million views. So that's amazing. So let's just check it out. And let's pretty much do this for like the first 3 reels who got the most amount of views. And then you just repeat this process for all 3 creators. But for now, let's just do it for Hormozi so that we already have a solid foundation. All right, so now I got the 3 most viewed reels of Hormozi in the last 100 days, which is amazing. So all I gotta do is just copy the links of each of his contents and then paste it onto Poppy. So there's one, there's the second one, there you go. And there's the third one, there you go. All right. Then again, I just wait for Poppy to do all the work in the back end. So transcribing the reels, understanding what he talks about and understanding what the reel's about. And it's going to take like 30 seconds max. So the second one is done and this one should be done in just a couple of minutes. So in the meantime, let's do the same thing as we did for our content, which is create a group to organize his content. So just press G on keyboards. And now all you gotta do is just make it a bit bigger in size and you can just pretty much drag and drop all his content in the new group. There you go. And let's call this group Alex Hormozi. So there you go. Now we have 2 groups. Our contents, which Poppy analyzed everything about my content style, and Alex Hormozi's was just on reels from the last 100 days, which is perfect. Actually, I'm gonna rename this group viral content example so that Poppy understand everything about this. Now, very simple. Again, just connect this group of Hormozi's contents to the chat by doing this. And now all you got to do is just ask Poppy this exact prompt. Analyze these viral posts in my niche. What patterns, hooks, structures, and engagements triggers do you notice? What made them perform so well? And let's see what Poppy AI says. So as you can see, it's analyzing everything about the videos down to the smallest details. So for example, the hooks are very powerful, which is true. For example, one of the reels start with most people don't change. They live the same 6 months of their lives 100 times in a row and then they die. That's a very strong hook and very emotionally appealing hook, which is definitely going to make people stop scrolling for sure, right? And there's also different patterns that are in these 3 reels, and this is why they went viral, right? All right, so now that Poppy knows about your contents and your content style, and now that it knows what patterns made, for example, Alex Hormozi in this case, reels go viral, you can now ask it to create its reel script for you. So in this case, you're going to type this prompt and give this prompt to Poppy AI. So my niche is, then you type your niche. So in my case, for example, my niche is self-improvement, making money online, and growing an audience on Instagram, right? This is what I create content about. So based on my content's niche and based on the patterns that made Alex Hormozi's reels go viral, give me 5 unique and untapped Instagram reel ideas that have high potential to go viral. And now it's going to give you 5 untapped and great Instagram reel ideas tailored for your niche using Alex Hormozi's pattern that made them go viral for you, right? That you can just steal. So for example, the invisible tax most creators pay. And what is it about? Reveal that this tax is the time waste creating content that doesn't convert. Wow, this this is a nice idea actually. Like this is an amazing idea. I might make a reel about this one. It's amazing, really. I like the idea of like the invisible tax. I love it. Then there's also the 72-hour rule that changed my life. The silent wealth signals, the content paradox, and the 1% morning method. All right. So I'm not going to go through all these ideas. Let's just start with this one. The first one, which is amazing, which is the invisible tax. Most creators pay. This is amazing. I love this idea. What you can do now is ask it to write a script for this idea, right? So it's very simple. Now you just ask it this using my content style and the viral patterns you identified from Hormozy's videos. Create a script for an Instagram reel for the first idea you gave me. Parenthesis, the invisible text. Make it engaging, valuable, and designed to go viral. And the most important part here is also write it in my style. So now you literally have an amazing Instagram reel script that you can just straight up use, film, and post and watch the performance go nuts. This is amazing, really, because the hook is strong. The main contents, I mean, the build up here right after the hook is amazing. Amazing. So it's also like telling me what viral elements it got from Hormozy's content. And for example, by creating a metaphor that makes an abstract concept concrete, like that's amazing. Like that's an actually good Instagram reel script. You might see me posting it in the next few days. So anyways, that is how you write an amazingly written Instagram reel script that you can just film and post, right? And you can pretty much do this as many times as you want. So the formula here is very simple. First of all, you train the AI to speak exactly like you. This is very essential because you don't want to sound like an AI, right? Secondly, you give Puppy AI an example of what good content is so that it knows and it has a actual like benchmark of what good content actually is. In my case, I chose to go with Alex Hormozy because he's in the same niche as me, right? So I just gave it the most viral reels of Hormozy in the last 100 days, and I told it to analyze it, and then it saw all the patterns that made these reels go viral, right? And then third step, you ask Puppy AI to give you some great untapped and viral content ideas based on your niche. Then final step, you ask it to write a script for one of the ideas it gave you using your content style and using all the patterns that made Alex Hormozy's, for example, in my case, reels go viral. That is that simple, right? But obviously, there are some more things that go into this. So let me share some advanced strategies that you can use to make it even better. First off, you can use Puppy to create content batches, right? So instead of making one post at a time or like one real script at a time, you can ask it to generate 10 to 15 scripts at once, right? And then create all the content in one sitting. So for example, you could ask it to give you 20 ideas, and then you would ask it to write the script for all the 20 ideas. And then, for example, on one day of the week, for example, Sunday, you would just film all the scripts at once, like in like a 4-hour session. And then you would have your next 10 to 15 videos ready to go and filmed and pretty much ready to go live, right? So let me show you how we do this. So obviously it's very simple. You would just ask it to create 15 more unique and viral ideas. So I would type something like, okay, thank you. Again, based on my content estimation, based on the patterns that made Alex Hormozy's reels go viral, give me 10 unique and untapped Instagram reel ideas that have high potential to go viral. And there you go. It's going to give you 10 more ideas. So this one already got it, but let's see if there's anything else. Yeah. The 20-minute content matrix, the follower to dollar formula, the silent money repellents, the 72-hour audience flip. There you go. So now you have 10 more ideas that you can just ask it to write the script for each of these ideas, and you would just have to film them all at once on a specific day of the week, for example, Sunday. And this is how you batch your content, right? This is how you become more efficient with content scheduling. Now, second advanced strategy is you can train Puppy to create the best possible hooks. So even better than the hooks it just gave you. So all you have to do is just go on YouTube and search for viral hooks. Or for example, like how to write viral hooks or how to write hooks. So in my case, I just wrote viral hooks, right? And I can already see some videos that seem very valuable on how to write the perfect hooks. So for example, this one looks amazing, how to create irresistible hooks and blow up your content. Let's just copy the link, then go into the Puppy board as well. And we're gonna just paste it again into the boards. Not in this group, but just apart from it. Same for another one. For example, this one, no, not this one. This one as well. The ultimate guide to viral short form hooks. Just copy the link address, paste it in Puppy. Then this one, which is how to script reels for Instagram. So just copy link address, paste it into Puppy as well. And let's take one last one and give it to Puppy. This one is nice. Create viral hooks, right? This guy looks pretty knowledgeable. So just copy the address and then again, paste it to Poppy. All right. So now I have 4 videos on Poppy about how to write the perfect hooks. Now the next step is very simple. Just create another group by pressing G on keyboard. Then you would just put all these videos in the group. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So you could technically just go ahead and watch each of these videos by yourself, but you would spend hours doing so, and then you would also most likely forget some of the principles that were taught in the videos. The advantage with AI is that it will not forget anything because, well, it's AI, so you can just trust it on the fact that it will learn everything about the videos without forgetting a single thing, and it will apply it to your content. So we got another group here with all the knowledge necessary to create a good hook on social media. So let's rename it, for example, Hooks Masterclass, right? Now, extremely simple as well. Same thing. I think you start to understand it now. You just drag this and then connect it to the chats. And now all you gotta do is just say, analyze the videos in the group called Hooks Masterclass. And you just press enter. And there you go. Now I just analyzed all the videos and everything that the guy taught in the videos. So it pretty much just synthesized all the knowledge in all these videos into one simple prompt, right? Now what you can do now is very simple. You can simply just give it a script and tell it to rewrite the hook based on what it just learned. So let's take the script from earlier about the invisible text, right? It was pretty good, but I think there's still improvement needs to be made when it comes to the hook. So let's just search for it. And it was right here. There you go. So that's the script it gave me earlier on about the invisible tax most content creators pay. So let's just copy and paste it. There you go. Just copy it. Bam. And then just paste it into Poppy again and tell it, okay, so say based on what you learned from the videos about hook creations, rewrites the hook of this Instagram reel script with the principles and all you learned from the hooks masterclass. And let's just type enter and let's see what it does and what it says. And that's amazing. There we go. As you can see, the hook has been enhanced, and now I would argue it's even better because this is a very strong book, because I say most creators with 100,000 followers still can't make $1,000 a month online, but that's because they're paid an invisible tax that's stealing their income. That's a very, very interesting hook. And if I was scrolling and I see a video of this, I would definitely stop scrolling to learn about what this invisible tax is, because it sounds very interesting and it just triggers my curiosity, right? And this hook is very curiosity driven, which is an amazing thing and which will make most people stop scrolling for sure. So that's it, guys. This is how you create an amazing script. This is how you create unlimited Instagram Reel script and how you get unlimited viral ideas for your content, whether that's on Instagram or TikTok or even YouTube, because, well, this strategy I just showed you is pretty much applicable to all social media platforms. So yeah, there you go. That's how you use Poppy AI to just create banger hooks. And trust me on the fact that there is no other AI tool out there that can write better script like this. I'm not even saying this because I'm biased. I'm telling you, I tried a lot of different AI tools out there. Nothing comes close to Poppy AI, like literally nothing. The thing is, I'm showing you right now that these reels and these scripts are actually amazing. Like, this is something I would actually post myself. So that's how crazy this tool really is.
So there you have it. This was how I use Poppy AI to consistently create viral Instagram content that's been exploding my growth and engagement. Now, to recap what we covered, first, train Poppy on your unique voice and content style, because otherwise it's just going to sound like every generic AI tool out there, which you don't want. Then analyze viral content in your niche to identify winning patterns, because if the AI doesn't know what a viral content is, it's not going to give you some viral content. 3, use Poppy to create different types of high-performing content. And 4, implement advanced strategies like content batching and custom hook creations. So if you want to try Poppy for yourself, you can use my link in the description below with my coupon code to save money. Full disclosure, I do get a small commission if you sign up, but you also pay less, so that's pretty much a win-win situation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.